Welcome, everybody. It is your boys here, the NextManUp Sportscast crew fam. Well, I said that kind of weird. But we're back. We're here for the next episode. As always, your weekly edition of Next Man Up is coming at you with me, your host, Chooch, and of course with me, as always, the coach, the AD, the man, the myth, the glass cell legend, Mandy. He knows that well. But Mandy, we got a pretty exciting show, I would say. Very heavy on the basketball, but because as you know, right now, basketball's taking over the news. Okay, not only has it inspired people with the March Madness upsets and things like that, but it's also been a spot for new beginnings with trades and of that nature. NBA was super active this year at the trade deadline. Felt like nobody was safe. Everybody that you heard in the rumor pretty much got traded. Besides like maybe DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, but everybody else pretty much gone. Everybody that you could think of. My question for you, which trade will make the biggest impact now, the immediate, and which one will have the biggest impact down the road?
Well, the biggest impact right now, the biggest NBA trade. I mean, sheesh. So many you could think about right now coming off so many, but I like the Victor Oladipo trade
To the Miami Heat.
to Miami Heat. That's
Okay.
giving Butler, another weapon, another dog to go with him, another athlete. I like the Heat. They made it to the finals last year. They're not a bad
Yeah,
team.
that's true.
Now they added some of the experience, another scorer, perimeter defender. I really like that Victor Oladipo trade. I want to stick with that one. You know, one of my better trades, I think. How
Yeah,
about
I think he fits. He's a very Miami player. He's a very
you?
Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler type guard who can defend and score and kind of do it all. I think he fits them so well, and I think it's going to eventually help. I mean, it helped their. You saw it already in Vegas. The Vegas improved their odds by like a lot, which is, I mean, the Heat's odds to win it all is not great, but they improved. I think the one that has the biggest impact now has got to be the Orlando Magic trading four starters, and one of which was an All Star, and two of which have been staples for the Magic for a couple of years now. Fournier goes to Boston, Vucevic goes to Chicago, and then you got Aaron Gordon goes to Denver, which is sneaky good, by
Oof.
the way, but sneaky good. But I think that has the biggest impact on that team. They were, like you said, they were a playoff team last year. They were the 8th seed. And I think they beat the Bucks twice in the first round. So they were knocking on the door of being a better team. And then one year to the next, Markel Fultz goes down, and he's such a big part of that team. And then all of a sudden, boom, blown up.
Blows up.
Everything is just different. You know what I mean? So it looks like they're gonna rebuild with some youth with Fultz, with Cole Anthony. So, but I mean, huge impact I think it makes for the Orlando Magic. And as you said, it ends up helping a lot of other teams. But in the future, I think the biggest one for me has got to be the Rockets. I mean, talking about the future, the Rockets this trading season, if you want to call it, if we even want to factor in James Harden, they've got 9 first round picks and some swaps. Ridiculous. They had Victor Oladipo for 20 games or so. It's kind of funny. They had Oladipo for 20 games, and they just went on a 20-game losing streak. But I don't know if the two are related. Uh, they end up getting John Wall this offseason. They traded and got Avery Bradley, Dante Exum, Kelly Olynyk. So, these are all kind of not all these guys are young staples, but they got a lot of young pieces here, and they got 9 first-round picks, which I know it's not the same as football. It's not like you're getting first top picks, like guys who are going to start right away, but you can get some gems there. There's a lot of guys playing now that were taken in the first round. So definitely I think the Rockets made the biggest impact for their future going forward. Would you have a different choice here?
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to look at you just mentioned draft picks there. I saw a little stat out there. Oklahoma City Thunder, okay? The next 7 years, they have 17 first round picks and
Wow.
17 second round picks.
Wow.
Can you believe that? The
That's
next
impressive.
7 years, they have 34 picks, 17 first round, 17 second round picks.
Man.
7 years. That's I'm not a math major, but that's basically 2 first round picks every single year for the next 7 years.
Hey, if you don't hit on one, I guess maybe you'll hit on the other one, right?
trade bait.
Yeah.
Trade bait. Also.
Very true. And they already have a young team, so adding to that young core with guys who are ready to learn that system, I think is definitely going to benefit that team moving forward. Yeah, that's a good choice. You did a little research there. That's a good choice. I like that. I like that. And the second basketball item I got for you, Mandy, is related to the madness that has ensued. Okay, we have 4 teams still dancing that I don't think anybody thought would still be dancing, aside from maybe, fans of these teams, alumni from these schools. But I got 4 Cinderella teams here, okay? Which of these 4, given their matchups, given who they have to play, how they're playing, because sometimes the matchups haven't really mattered with these guys. Who do you think has the chance to make it to the Final Four, if any of these 4 Cinderella teams I got for you? UCLA with
No, UCLA is not a Cinderella. Stop it right now.
they had to play in a play-in game.
I don't care. They're a blue blood. I don't care if UCLA, goes, 1-17
Yeah.
and wins a Pac-12 tournament. I don't care. They're not Cinderellas. UCLA is a blue blood. They're a big major school. Stop it.
Okay, we'll exclude UCLA, even though they're the 11th seed and had to play in the play-in game. Loyola Chicago is the other Cinderella team here. We got Oral Roberts and then Oregon State. So which of those teams, if you don't want to include UCLA, you think has the best chance to make it to the Final Four?
The best chance, I would have to say Loyola Chicago. Technically, if you want, how I always tell my kids in tournaments and stuff with seedings, you just beat the number 1 seed. So technically, you are now the number 1 seed in your region.
Very true.
Chicago, they just beat the number 1 seed Illinois, so they inherit that 1 seed now, right? So they should have a quote unquote clear path to the Final Four as this new number 1 seed. But who I want to see win, and who I think has a good shot, Oregon State.
Yeah, I agree.
Oregon State's on fire right now, winning the Pac-12 tournament, which is a big deal now because the Pac-12 has dominated.
Absolutely dominated the tournament.
Dominated. Love it. Oh, I love it. So I think Oregon State, man, they're on fire right now. And what the best thing about it is, I heard on the TV how people say, these under these Cinderella teams, how they win their first 2 games and they got to travel back home. And then when they come back, they lose steam. Well, guess what? No one's traveling.
That's true.
Or is staying in Indianapolis.
That extended stay.
That's right.
No, yeah, I like that pick. I would love to see the Beavers continue to do well. They have been great. See, here's my theory, Mandy, about the Pac-12 that I wanted to kind of go over with you. What do you get a lot in the Pac-12? You get a lot of shooters, right? You get a lot of guards. You get a lot of games with a lot of shots going up. Not a whole bunch of set offenses working it into a big guy shooting out like you do in the Big Ten and some of the other schools. Like you see Iowa with Luka Garza, you see Illinois with Kofi Cockburn. All these schools that work it into a big guy and they get perimeter shots that way. Michigan's another good example of that. The Pac-12 is a swing. All of the schools are like swing schools. They swing the basketball around the 3-point line, dribble, drive, penetrate, kick, all those things. And I think they're right now when they're doing that, they're knocking down a ton of shots. And all these other schools are playing at that slower pace, and it allows teams like Oregon State, teams like UCLA, teams like Oregon, to beat those other schools because they're playing at a different pace right now, and they're shooting such a high percentage on all these shots because these other schools haven't seen this type of pace before. I think it's been really hard for them to adjust to this type of stuff.
Yeah, the Pac-12. Let's face it. I heard again on TV, and it makes total sense. The Pac-12 is always so disregarded,
right?
Disrespected because the quality of teams aren't great. The last Pac-12 team to win a championship was in 1997 in Arizona, right? They went there 3 years in a row in the 2000s.
Yeah.
They didn't win it, but they're so disrespected because they don't win. But guess what? Who has the most players in the NBA? The Pac-12 was always the kids. I think last year's NBA draft, they had 10 kids in the first 45 picks.
Yeah, and not just picks, but like good players. Like James Harden came out of the Pac-12.
Because, like you say, the Pac-12 plays a different basketball. Yep. You would say a la NBA style.
I was just about to say almost pro style.
Yeah.
And the Pac and teams like like Illinois and Iowa play the old style of basketball, which is fine and it works. Just not going to work against everybody. And I wanted to quickly go over Illinois because I liked them to win the tournament. I thought they had so much talent around, all those guys, their core guys. But
Oh,
Loyola,
hey, say it again. Illinois. I think I did a bracket, NCAA March Madness tournament, and I think you're like in second to last place out of the 24
it's
brackets.
true. It's true. It's true. Well, I mean, this has been a ridiculous tournament, but I'll take the L. But as I was saying, I was watching that game, and I gotta say, Mandy, fatigue played such a big role to me in that game. Like Illinois just had to go they won their conference. They played every single game, and every single game was a hard fought game. Loyola Chicago's season ended, I think, 2 weeks before Illinois' season ended. They were chilling. They won their tournament. They beat Indiana State. They won the Missouri Valley Conference. They were just right there, just relaxing after they had won. They had like 2 weeks to prepare for whoever they. I mean, they didn't have 2 weeks to prepare for Illinois, but they had a while to get ready, to get in shape. They were rested, and that showed when they came out and they beat Georgia Tech first, and then they went out and beat Illinois. 2 great teams, 2 hot teams, but 2 teams that have been playing a lot of minutes and have gone and went to the conference tournament in both of those games. And I think Loyola Chicago, they look like the rested team. They look like the better prepared team in both games that they've played. So I think that's playing a huge role. And
Makes sense.
I would say Loyola Chicago probably out of these 4 teams, probably gonna make the Final Four here. I mean, it really depends on how they do against Oregon State here. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. Mandy, my next part here, we usually bring on the producer McPan to talk about some parlay advice, but we don't need him
But
today.
he's being a big Bond right now, so
He's holding true to the name. We don't need him today. What we're going to do, Mandy, I got 15 games on opening day, okay? 15. That's on Thursday. For baseball, the 1st, April 1st. It's not a joke. It's not an April Fool's joke. We got 15 baseball games. I got to tell you, I'm excited. For example, I got our neighbors to the north. I got the hat on today, which they'll be probably playing in Buffalo this year, I think, again, because Canada's got that really strict border policy, which makes sense. Like, for example, they had U.S. players got traded over there, and instead of waiting the 7-day period, they have to do 14 days because that's how Canada rolls with the U.S. So
stupid Americans.
Exactly. But Mandy, opening day, I'm going to go over these games, quick analysis, and give me your pick. I'll give you mine without the analysis. Maybe I'll give a tiny bit of analysis. But game number 1, 11:05, Blue Jays, neighbors to the north versus the Yankees. AL East matchup for opening day. Who do you got? Garrett Cole's on the bump for the Yankees, undecided yet for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, just because of Garrett Cole, you got to go Garrett Cole opening day. Why not?
Yep.
He'll probably go 7 innings, give up a run maybe.
True.
Go Garrett Cole.
Yep, I'll take the Yankees as well here. Game number 2, Indians versus the Tigers. Shane Bieber against Matthew Boyd.
Again, you got to go with the ace, man. You got to go with Shane Bieber.
I only like Shane Bieber in this matchup because it's within the division, and he's done well within the division. Outside of that, not great. I'll go with Bieber here as well. Interesting. Here's where it starts to get interesting a little bit. We got the Baltimore Orioles, okay, going against the Boston Red Sox, another AL East matchup here.
Baltimore, the worst team in the major leagues, behind the Pirates, maybe. Worst team.
Oh, that's not true.
League.
That is just not true. They have a good offense. They are not the worst. I guarantee you, they don't even finish last in their own division this year.
Who's it finished last in their division?
Boston, probably Boston. Yes, I watch enough AL East to know. Trust me.
Jimmy Boston.
I'm gonna take Boston because they're at home. So otherwise, I would have taken the Orioles. Trust me, they're a good team. They got a lot of good offensive weapons. Santander, Alberto, they got a lot of good players over there. Here we go. We got the Twins with Kenta Maeda on the bump, former Dodger, against the Brewers, and they're throwing Brandon Woodruff. It looks like their ace. Who do you got here? It's in Milwaukee.
I want to go Milwaukee
Okay.
because it's in Milwaukee, so they're not going to use a DH. So I'm gonna go with Woodruff. I don't like Maeda. He's getting old.
Okay.
Now.
I'm going to take Maeda in this one. I still think he finished third in the Cy Young Award, last year, and I think this is a good game for the Twins to win. I like him. Milwaukee wasn't great last year, pitching wise especially. And then right here we got Pirates Cubs. You said it. The Pirates are probably the worst team in.
Cubs.
I'll take the Cubs as well. But not by much. All right, we got Philadelphia Phillies against the Braves. This one's at Citizens Bank Park, so in Philadelphia. Aaron Nola going against what looks like to be probably Max Fried.
Yeah, give me the Braves.
Braves?
Yeah.
I'll take the Braves as well, just because they did well against the Phillies last year.
Choice.
Barely. I mean, it's close. It's a close one. Yu Darvish with his new team, the San Diego Padres, taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks, who might be the worst team in the league, actually. So I'm going to go with Yu Darvish from the Padres.
Is it Greinke?
Huh?
Is it Greinke on the mound?
Greinke does not play for the Diamondbacks, so no. He plays for the Astros.
You're
yes,
right.
I know.
Hey,
I'll take the Padres too. Another one that doesn't need much analysis. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Colorado Rockies, which will be bottom of the barrel in that division again this year. I'll take the Dodgers in this one. I was actually joking with the friend who lives here in Colorado, and we bet on stuff all the time. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take the Dodgers -4 runs because I think they'll just win 10-1 this game. I could see it, you know. In Coors, they're gonna smack the ball around the diamond. Next game here, we got the new look Cardinals going against the Cincinnati Reds. Luis Castillo versus Jack Flaherty. This one is in the Red Stadium, Great American Ballpark.
I can't go. I can't go against the Cardinals, man. They're a decade team where they're always good.
Yep. Brought back Yadier, and got added Arenado, got Goldschmidt. I'll take the Cardinals in this matchup. Tyler Glasnow and the Tampa Bay Rays will be going against the Florida Marlins at Marlins Park. Who do you like here? Sandy Alcantara on the mound, one of my favorite pitchers.
That's interesting.
It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I think.
Yeah, and the Rays, I mean, the Glasnow's a good pitcher, but it's the first day. I don't know how long he's going to pitch for. I'm going to go with the Marlins.
You know what? That was my upset pick of this thing, too. I love the Marlins. I like Alcantara. He went 8 innings last opening day against the Phillies and upset them. Actually, that's what threw off my parlay last opening day, so I'm not going to bet against the Marlins this year. And they hit good. They hit fastball pitchers really well, and that's what Tyler Glasnow is. So give me the Marlins here. Another one here, like bottom of the barrel teams. You got Texas Rangers with Kyle Gibson throwing against the Royals and Brad Keller.
Oh, give me the Royals.
Yep, I like Brett Keller. That's the only reason I'm taking the Royals because they're not very good, but neither are the Rangers. So we'll go with the Royals here. This was probably the most interesting pitching matchup of the whole day, and I got to say I'm going to be watching this inning, like literally every inning. Jacob deGrom and the New York Mets are going against Max Scherzer and the Washington Nationals here. Yeah.
deGrom.
He's going DeGrom. I'm going to take Mad Max here. I just because they're the home team. So I'm going to take Mad Max Scherzer and the Nats.
Mets are new look Mets.
And you know what? A lot of times those free agent teams start off very slow because they don't have chemistry. So I'm going to take the team with the best chemistry.
The Mets have pitching look. They're going to go. Jacob deGrom's going to go maybe 7, 8
So will
innings,
Scherzer.
And they're going to throw in Seth Lugo, who I think is the most underrated reliever in baseball, and Seth Lugo's going to shut him down.
I like the Nats here just because of the chemistry. They don't have that waiting period of getting to know each other, all that stuff. Give me the Nats here, and they're home. So, and I think another easy one here. We got Chicago White Sox and Lucas Giolito against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Dylan Bundy on the mound for the Angels.
Don't say that's an easy one because my surprise team this year is going to be the Angels.
Yeah, I thought that last year, and they won 60 games.
You know what? Give me the Angels.
Okay, I'm gonna take the.
Their year, they're going to win the AL West.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna take the favorite here, the White Sox, with Giolito, who threw a no-hitter last year. So give me.
Yeah, so I mean.
Yeah, give me the White Sox, and they have the reigning MVP on their team. Yeah, you know, it's kind of, and the 2 seasons ago batting champ. So I think I'll take the White Sox here. You got Houston Astros with Zach Greinke throwing against your favorite team in the league, Mandy, the Oakland Athletics, and Chris Bassett.
Yeah, no. I think the A's are going to take this year. I don't know what they have. They give away a lot of players.
Yeah, they lost a lot of their bullpen guys. So
I think Chapman's still. I think he might be hurt still. I don't know if he's back healthy or not.
I hope so. I want to watch him play. He's great third baseman.
Yeah, do the Astros.
I like the Astros too.
No, I'll take the overs in this game.
I like the under in the Florida Marlins and Rays game. This one I could see this one going over for sure. Here.
Oh, what's the over under?
No, not yet. But I'm assuming 6.5, 5.5 runs, something like that.
Give me the over in that game.
And then
But yes, I'll take Astros.
Astros. I like the Astros too. I don't like the Astros, but I'm picking them here. Okay, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
I do not like the Astros. Okay, this next one here is at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington. We got the San Francisco Giants, which I think are going to surprise a lot of people this year because I think they got a young nucleus that's going to come together really well. And against another team, I think is going to surprise a lot of people this year because again, young players mixed with some veterans and some decent pitching. The Seattle Mariners. Marco Gonzalez on the mound for the Mariners, good pitcher against Kevin Guzman. It looks like for the the San Francisco Giants. I wish these teams weren't playing each other because I want to pick them individually. But who do you like here?
Yeah. Giants suck. Go Mariners.
The Giants, they don't suck. They were in the playoff on like right to the bitter end of the National League, and they compete so well. I like the only reason I'm agreeing with Mandy here on the Mariners is because I like Marco Gonzalez. So I'll go Mariners here. I'll go Mariners as well. This one might be a over pick too, though. This one might be an over.
Oh my God, how many games are left, dude?
That is the last one actually. So that was a really great transition. Totally planned that one, Mandy.
Oh.
So we got a 15-leg parlay. Mo is gonna get these teams typed up for you in a nice little document, and we'll see who has the better day, myself or Mandy. If I hit this parlay, folks, I'm telling you right now, if I win every game, I'm gonna split half with the viewers. I'm not even joking right now. If I win, I'm gonna give you guys half. I don't know what it will be. It'll be ridiculous. Last season when opening day started, I think it was like it was the same amount of teams. I put $50 on it just cause, and it would have won like $33K. And I sent it to Mandy, and I told him like if it won, I'd buy him a computer or something like that. But you know.
Or better
lighting. or better lighting, that too. So we'll go over that. We're hoping we'll get one of those. If either one of us wins it, I'll be excited. So that was our parlay for opening day. Hey, look at that. A little rhyme there for you. Dr. Seuss style. But, Mandy, that brings us to our next segment, which of course is Rapid Fire.
So angry. Oh
Sports trivia with Mandy and Chooch. Yeah, we're angry. You know why we're angry, Mandy? Because I put myself in Trevor Ariza's shoes, okay? I put myself in Trevor Ariza's shoes. You know why Trevor Ariza is angry? Because he holds one record in the NBA. Do you know what that record is?
Oh, yeah, most teams.
He is the most traded player of all time, okay? So Ariza has played for some teams, his share of teams. Mandy, your trivia question today. Can you name 5 of the, I believe it's 11 teams that he's played for?
Oh, man. Yeah, sure. Lakers, Rockets. Okay. I'm trying to think. Let's go with Blazers.
Hey.
Let's go with...
Not the Glassell Park Blazers, right?
No. He played the Magic. And let's go with the...
What about the team he plays for now?
Shit, I don't know. He got traded. Let's go with Nuggets.
Nuggets. So, Mandy, how do you think you did?
3.
You got 4 out of 5, my friend. That's very good. The team he plays for now is actually the Miami Heat. So, almost got that one. But we got... So, Ariza played for the Knicks, was drafted by the Knicks. And then later went to the Los Angeles Lakers, as most Los Angelinos know. Then he went to Miami. Just recently played for the Thunder. Played in Orlando, you were correct there. Played in Houston, you were correct there. Also played with Chris Paul and the New Orleans Hornets. Played for Phoenix. Played for Sacramento. Yes, played for the Blazers in Portland. And he played for the Wizards of Washington. So he has definitely been a journeyman. With the theme of trades, I thought we'd bring it up today. So
Nice. Also, what college did Trevor Ariza go to?
Went to a West Coast school, I believe. You go to UCLA?
I think he went to UCLA. Hold on, let's check this real quick. I'm pretty sure he went to. I know he went to Westchester High School.
That's good that you know what high school he went to.
He went to UCLA. Yes.
Bang! How about that?
I knew he did. Just that's why I asked. But yeah,
It's a good thing you got your
for
dual
sure.
screen action going there, like a little Dicky.
Yeah, all right, here we go. My question for you is simple. All right, the 7 top most expensive pitchers in the major leagues in 2021. Give me 5
Okay.
expensive pitchers this year.
Garrett Cole is probably not.
Not contracts. This year.
Making this year. I'm still gonna say Garrett Cole. I think he's number one probably. Number 2, let's say Trevor Bauer. He just got a new deal. Number 3, let's go with that one dude who the Yankees signed this year. What's his name? Corey Kluber. I'll go with Steven Strasburg because he just got a new deal. And let's go with it's not Kershaw. He's not. I think he has a team friendly deal. Which is smart for him. He's getting old. I think of the better pitchers in the league who's getting paid a bunch of money. Hyun-Jin Ryu. Let's go with Hyun-Jin Ryu.
Wow, that was horrible. All right, so yes, you missed number. Well, I guess number 1 is tied. Yes, you got Garrett Cole, but you're also missing Jacob DeGrom. We just talked
I
about
didn't.
him.
I didn't. I remember the last time he was in the news for a contract, so I just didn't bring him up. So
Yeah, so yeah, Jacob DeGrom. Okay, you said Garrett Cole. Zach Greinke.
oh yeah, he did get a kind of a newer deal.
Figured.
Yeah.
You missed. Did you say? I don't think you said Steven
I
Strasburg.
did say Strasburg.
You did say Strasburg.
He
Okay,
got paid.
so you got 2 out of 4 so
Okay.
far. Max Scherzer.
I didn't. I don't think I said Scherzer, but
Did I say Max Scherzer? And you
I
missed.
said Bauer.
Jace-
Did Trevor Bauer not on those?
yeah. Nope, you missed Justin Verlander and David Price.
Oh, that's a bad contract. No.
Yes,
oh man.
yes. But at number 8, it was Trevor Bauer.
I thought he demanded a bunch of money. That's why I thought he was like waited on the free agent market. I mean, I thought he would be one of the better contracts. I guess not. Maybe it was signing bonus loaded or something. I don't know.
All I know is that
Yeah, you won this round. You won this round. That's been like the first time in like 6 weeks, so I'll give it.
yeah, because you finally gave me an easy question. That's why.
It wasn't even that easy. I mean, you had 11 options and you only had to get 5, so you had a pretty good opportunity to get it there. So kudos to Mandy today. Mandy got the dub. And you know who did not get the dub, Mandy? Me and McPan in that Warzone tournament. Like,
Well, that's right. I got win you $40
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's cool. You can send me 30 because I owe you
Apparently,
10 for that for the March Madness thing because I ain't winning that.
Apparently, I have some students at Cathedral that
Yeah,
won.
you do actually. I'm not. I only know them by their gamer tags
Emilio.
though. So somebody named Frank
Oh.
Castle's gamer tag. I'm not sure his name is Edwin. I think Edwin something.
I know Emiliano.
Yeah.
Emiliano.
Yeah. So
Sandoval,
shout out to those
and
guys for
Agustin.
participating. We got them. They're not old enough to have Venmo, unfortunately. So we got them some PlayStation gift cards and a Steam gift card for the guy on the computer. But yeah, we didn't get the dub. We'll be back though. I promise you that. That's my takeaway. So we'll be back. We're gonna organize.
Who was your team?
It was me. McPan was just he is what it is. He's a support. He brings everybody ammo, and we appreciate him for that. We had McPan's stepson over there, Hit Owl, and then we had my boy Sal on there, doing his thing. We couldn't put it together. And to be honest, the guys who won, besides the Cathedral guys were good, but the guys who won the other 2 rounds were insane, like ridiculously good, just awesome. So big ups to everybody.
And where were they from?
Huh?
Where were they
I have
from?
no idea. We met them on Twitch. So just a bunch of streamer guys who all they do is play video games. So big ups to them. They got the dub. We'll be back though. We're gonna have more tournaments, monthly tournaments. We'll do different games. We'll do like some Rocket League. We'll do some Fortnite. We'll do some more Call of Duty. We'll probably do some 2K.
Hey, I'll do Fortnite.
Yeah, Mandy will get on the bush and wait till the end. But if he gets the dub, he gets the dub. So we got some really good feedback from you guys though, and you guys seem to really enjoy the tournament. So we're definitely doing it again. I promise you that. We're never gonna charge you an entry fee. I promise you that. It'll just be prizes for everybody. And if after we die, because me and McPan always we just that's what we do in games. We die, we lose. we will be giving you a play-by-play on Twitch, so make sure you're following us there. It gets pretty hilarious. I consider myself as like the former player, Tony Romo type role, and then we got, McPan as the, Jim Nance, guy who just talks about what's going on, and I'm the one that gives you the insight. This was going to happen, and I'm pretty damn good at it. So keep in mind those tournaments are coming in the future. Be sure to participate. They are great. They are a lot of fun. I'll say that more than anything, we just had a lot of fun. That's what everybody said. Even if they lost, they had fun. So thank you for everybody who participated, and we'll see you next time in the next tournament. Mandy, what is your takeaway for the week?
It's simple. Pac-12 basketball, baby. It's Pac-12 basketball dominating the NCAA tournament. For the five teams make the Sweet 16.
Beautiful.
Right. Yeah, for the 5. 25% of the field is Pac-12 teams. I love it. 9-1.
Who ruined it?
Man,
Who ruined
Big
it?
Ten.
Freaking Colorado, man. Come on.
Yeah. I was high in the Big Ten. They laid
Me too.
an egg. ACC laid an egg. Right? Man, I think even more else on the West Coast teams. You got Gonzaga on the West Coast, in the Sweet 16.
UCSB should have won their game too, man. They missed some free throws, made some mistakes at the end there. They should have won that game.
So shout out to the Pac-12. Shout out to all the SoCal kids in the tournament still representing, especially the Oregon State. They have 3 kids from Southern California, Ethan Thompson and his little crew out there at Oregon State. Man, we're doing work. Johnny Juzang from UCLA.
Yeah, that's a big time right there, man. That's a big time takeaway.
Yeah, Jaquez Jr. is from Camarillo.
Triple J.
Hey, good work.
Hey,
That's right. Cody Riley is from
guy's
Sierra Canyon.
huge and can rebound the basketball so well. So we're looking for those Pac-12 teams to keep on dancing. We'll be rooting for them. I know Mandy's in his living room going, LA. We've done it in the past, so we're gonna will.
Hey, you know what? Highlight I saw today. I popped up on. I don't know where I was at. It was the highlight of UCLA beating Gonzaga
With Adam
last
Morrison.
season.
That was big time.
Remember we went crazy at the house.
Didn't they beat Davidson the round before, and then they ended up?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I remember it was being at my house with you guys and Judith, and we're going watching TV, all sad because they're down like 17. Next thing you know, second half they come back. That's crazy. We're jumping up and down.
Kevin Love, baby, had a big game that game. I remember. But yes, that was our takeaways. Make sure you're watching those Pac-12 teams keep dancing. Make sure you participate in our tournaments when they come up, because all it is, it's free money if you can win. But we'll see who can win. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all those good things. We'll catch you next time on the NextManUp Sportscast.